Hi everyone, it's Sarah. Welcome back to another video tutorial today at Mrs.LincolnsInkin. Today I wanted to show you how to make this cute little card holder. I actually saw this idea on the Stampin' Up! Demonstrators website called Stampin' Connection and thought it was just so cute that I couldn't wait to make one and share it with you. And I'm sorry, but I forgot the name of the person whose video I saw, so I can't give them credit, but this is not my idea. I'm casing this idea. So what it is you tie or snap it with a button or however you want to keep your little booklet closed up, and then when you open it, on each side it has a little pocket where you can keep an average size 4 1/4 by 5 envelope, and I made a homemade envelope out of cardstock to match my card, and you could fit probably 3, maybe 4 at the most in each pocket, and it would be a great little gift to give somebody so they have a quick go-to, thank you card or birthday card or whatever they want to make. So let's go ahead and get started with this project. First, what you're going to need is a piece of 12 by 12 cardstock. This whole project is made with just one sheet of cardstock, so I love that. First, what we're going to do is we're going to fold our cardstock in half. So if you were using your Simply Scored or your Stampin' Up! Paper trimmer and your score blade, you would score it at 6, you would open it up and fold it in half or score it again at 6. So then we have 2, so now we have 4 squares. We're going to grab our paper trimmer real fast. And what we want to do is we want to take the point right here on our scoreboard. Let me move you a little bit to see if you can see that better. We want to take this point right here on our cardstock, and we want to put that in the middle of our groove right here on our cutter. Then we want to take the side score mark right here and put it in the groove. So we want it to be a diagonal. Now some people like to take a pencil and make marks, but I just line up my score mark, the top of my score mark here, and the side of my score mark here. Can you see that right there? Sorry, new craft room, new camera angles. I'm not really used to it yet. So, so we want to take these 2 score marks, and then we just want to cut right there. Now we want to do the exact same thing on the other side. We want to line up the top score mark here, right here, and then we want to line up that score mark right there, and then we're going to cut. So when we're finished cutting, we have what looks, now let me move you back here, sorry if you're dizzy now. So when we're done, essentially what we have is the peak of a house, just like that. So, and you want to maybe save these pieces. If you're like me, you love to save paper, these would be so cute for something, so don't throw those away. But okay, so now we have our house. What we're going to do is flip it over, fold our peak up, and then there you go. Can you see it? There is our little booklet. Oh my goodness, how stinkin' simple is that? Reinforce our score lines real good. Oh my. How cute. Oh. Okay, so now to get it to stick right here, I'm going to use my Tumbo glue. And I'm going to just put Tumbo glue right here. Oops, get the ickies off right there. Just going to put Tumbo glue in the center right here, across the middle, and then on the peak. And you don't need a ton, just a little. And then we're just going to fold it up and stick it down. Now I do like using the Tumbo glue only for the fact that you can make sure that your cards and your envelopes will fit in the pockets and not get hung up by snail or red sticky. And the Tumbo glue is super adhesive, so it's not going to pull apart or anything like that. How cute is that? And then there you go. There is your little pocket that you can fit cards in. Cute! Now to decorate the front of mine, and I like to use ribbon to keep mine closed, I took 2 pieces of the Floral District DSP, and I cut these at 5 3/4 by 5 3/4. And I do that because I like to have my cardstock around the sideshow. Now you could absolutely make the actual you know, pocket in DSP, but I like using the cardstock because it's a little bit thicker, so it's more durable when you start sticking your cards in the pockets there. So I have 2 pieces of my DSP at 5 3/4 by 5 3/4, and I'm using the Midnight Muse ribbon. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take off quite a bit because you can always, you know, cut off the extra. So this is pretty long. I don't even know how long it is. My thing here on my little desk is 23 inches, and it's way longer than that. So now what we're going to do is we're going to put our ribbon on the back side of our little pocket holder here. Just kind of get it even. Use grid marks on your grid sheet if you have them, or if you're really good, you know, you can just eyeball it. And then I just take snail, and I'm just going to make 1 strip right here, and then lay my ribbon down. Just like that. Perfect. Now I'm going to, oops, sorry about my arm right there. Now I'm just going to take my DSP here, and I'm going to snail up the edges. Put a little more right there. And then I'm going to lay this right on top of my ribbon. So I have a nice border of my early espresso showing from my holder. Here we go. Now I'm going to flip it over, and I'm going to do the same thing on the front. I'm going to hold this, put a piece of snail right here, and again, as always, I would use red sticky, especially if you're using DSP as your actual booklet and you're not going to have anything on top of it. If you're using the regular cardstock and putting DSP on top of it, snail is absolutely okay, because your DSP will help hold your ribbon down. So then I'm just going to ink up, or snail up, my other piece of DSP here. There we go. And then I'm just going to put this right on top. Perfect. And then I would just trim off my excess ribbon here to get them even. And then we can tie it up. And then of course I would decorate the front however I wanted to. And I wanted to mention, actually now that I have a knot in this, let me try and untie this real fast. Well, let's do it with this one. I wanted to mention to get these triangles right here, because I, again, like to have the border around mine. What I did was I took a piece of 6 by 6 cardstock, and I just trimmed off 5/8 each all the way around. And then I cut it in half. And then that gave me equal pieces for my flaps right there. So that was a little trick that I did on that one. Finish tying this guy up here. How cute. And I love the blue with the early espresso. So there you go. That is how you can make these cute little card holders. So I hope you enjoyed today's video all. Please visit me again. Until next time, happy inking!